Alright folks, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and today we're going to go over Pheromosa Sync Grid, right? So, Pheromosa's Sync Grid it's okay, it's you know, it's nothing amazing, but it's, you know, it's not bad either, right, in terms of Sync Grid. So yeah, let's just get right into this, right? So, starting from 1 out of 5, as usual. 1 out of 5, you got, you know, like most other units, you don't have too many options. She does have 3 moves, so like that's like the main thing for 1 out of 5 is pick, do you want to go Blizzard or do you want to go Bug Buzz? Or if for some reason you want to go for Lunge. I mean, there are situations where you want to use Lunge, right? You know, it does lower the opponent's attack every time, which is nice. And also it's physical, so at physical weak stages, you probably want to use Lunge over Bug Buzz, obviously, right? So, yeah, let's just pick out all the other stuff that has nothing to do with any of that, and that's basically what you're left with. 23 energy. If you want to go for Lunge, you pick up the Lunge nodes. If you want to go for Bug Buzz, you pick up the Bug Buzz nodes. And if you want to go for Blizzard, pick up the Blizzard nodes. Isn't that amazing? All right, moving on. 2 out of 5. So, at 2 out of 5, you do have, in my opinion, most of the most important stuff on her grid, right? You still have, you know, Power Flux 3 at 3 out of 5, but, you know, the most important stuff is basically at over here, right? So, in terms of, you know, Hostile Environment on Blizzard and On Roll and Bug Buzz. So, basically, your 2 big ones would be either Bug Buzz or Lunge, or not Bug Buzz or Lunge, Bug Buzz or Blizzard. Those deal the most damage, but again, Lunge physical, we'll talk about that as well. But Lunge doesn't really have anything with it, so it's not as interesting to talk about. So let's go for Bug Buzz first, right? So Bug Buzz, you pick up all this stuff. Build up is pointless for the most part, unless I guess you're doing it in Villa. No one's buffing your crit, but like you have like +2 crit anyways. I really don't find it. It's 7 energy. It's really pointless. So yeah, you pick up all the Bug Buzz nodes, and then you go down here to pick up On a Roll on Bug Buzz. Probably go over this side since you could get that extra special defense +10 and also speedy entry 1 there as well to get Bug Buzz on a roll 2, by the way. So it's a really decent chance of rolling the opponent's special defense with that. As for some other stuff, if you need their MP refresh 3, then pick that up. If you don't, probably go for some defenses up here. You got a defense +20 node over here, which is pretty nice. And then you got, you know, 2 more special defense ups, and then you could cap it off with either a defense or speed node. Generally, defense might be slightly more, you know, rarely would anyone pick defense over speed, but in Pheromosa's case, you probably want to go with that, right? So, yeah, that would be something if you want to run Bug Buzz, right? As for Blizzard, you do have a Hostile Environment over here. Blizzard, there's a few scenarios, right, in terms of how you want to build this. It depends, because you want to pick all this stuff up first, right? The Blizzard power-ups, Move Gauge Refresh on Blizzard, and then Hostile Environment. You don't exactly need Move Gauge Refresh. Depends on how fast your team is. If your team is fast enough, maybe you don't even need Move Gauge Refresh on that, right? But, you know, let's just talk about it with Move Gauge Refresh first. So, you want Hostile Environment, and then it really depends on what you're running your team with, right? If you're running your team with accuracy buffers, then there's no point picking up this accuracy node since it is 6 energy, which is, it's slightly costly. But the other scenario is if you are running someone with Hail as well, right? Since Blizzard doesn't miss on Hail, you don't have to worry about accuracy in there either. So your main Blizzard branch would be something like this. If you need accuracy, then you'll pick this one up, right? And as for some other stuff, nothing else is really like a huge deal here either. So maybe go in, again, just pick up if you need MP refresh under there. And then it's not bad to pick up MP refresh under there, because like not only are you getting like you know one really good advantage of picking up MP refresh on there is if you don't bring like a crit support at all, right? If you're not bringing like a Singsu Blue or something, even if it only gives you like +1, you still get +3 on that, right? Then you probably want to pick up this MP refresh. If not, if you don't have to worry about that, that still gives you HP back, right? When you're in a pinch, gives you HP back, 40% HP. That would be nice, right? So maybe pick up their MP refresh, pick up some defenses, again, just some stats, maybe the special attack node over here, and then go with whatever else. I don't think speedy entry is that big of a deal. Like, you're one of the fastest units in the game. You got Move Gauge Refresh on your passive, you got Move Gauge Refresh over here. This is completely overkill. right? So like unless you really just want to go with that, and just like you don't even have that much energy to go with that for that anyway. Just yeah, just don't. I guess if you like drop some stat nodes, I think you have enough, right? Okay, sure, yeah, you do, but again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I just think like the speed is overkill for Pheromosa, right? So, which is why I'd probably pick up some more defensive nodes instead. All right, let's talk about lunge. I guess lunge again, slightly more niche than the others, right? It's just mainly for when you are facing an opponent that has high special defenses and lower physical defenses, and that's why she's super versatile, right? Not only do you have you could hit ice weakness, you could hit bug weakness, and between bug and weakness, you got both viable options for physical and special as well, right? So for lunge, just pick up the lunge stuff, and since you don't really have too much for lunge, you have a lot of room to pick up other stuff, right? There's a lot of other options that you go with. So with that, you probably pick up the HP nose, pick up the special attack node over here. If you want, you can pick up speedy entry, right? I mean, it's completely overkill on your move gauge support, but hey, why not, right? Oh, never mind. Forgot. Lunge is over here, the attack. I accidentally picked up special attack over there instead of attack, which is what we should be picking up instead. And then probably HP defense over here, right? Again, speed, way overkill. I mean, it would be nice to have it, but I'd probably rather have the HP and defense over here instead, right? So that's for lunge, right? And rejuvenate 6, like it would be good on any other unit that isn't as insanely fast as Pheromosa. So we don't really need rejuvenate either. Moving on to 3 out of 5. So 3 out of 5 does give us some interesting options, right? We do have Power Flux 3 now. Super effective one on Blizzard. All the sync move power ups, which is slightly relevant because she does have a 6-star EX, which you could go to, which then gives you an AoE sync move, which then increases the value of the sync move nodes, right? So in terms of Pheromosa, what you might want to do over here, right? It really depends on, again, what build you're going for, because I would put more emphasis on the sync move nodes if you're going for Bug Buzz, instead of like if you're going for Blizzard, right? Because Blizzard, you're usually using it against ice weak opponents, and the sync move damage on this doesn't matter that much. I mean, you could do it on neutral, but strikers are just so much more effective when you're hitting something for super effective, right? So, anyways, let's go over these. Let's start out with Bug Buzz, right? So Bug Buzz, again, just all this Bug Buzz stuff, right? Over here, you got the sync move power-up nodes. You could pick those up. Potentially come over here, pick this one up as well. And over here, you could pick up on a roll, right? Something like this would be nice. You're missing one Bug Buzz power-up node. But, like, well, I guess it really depends. It really depends if it's like a 6-star EX or not, because this would be much better for 6-star EX. I'd still say this might still be better for like non 6-star EX as well, but like if you really want extra Bug Buzz, you can pick that up, I guess. And then pick up their MP refresh over here as well, or some other stat buff nodes if you don't need that, right? So that's an option over there that you could go with. If you want to like just solely focus on Bug Buzz, which again I don't think is as good if you do have 6-star EX, you come down, pick up Power Flux. If you do pick up Power Flux though, you just don't have enough to pick up on roll on Bug Buzz without sacrificing another Bug Buzz node, right? So if you want to go for that, then it would be something like this, right? Similar to this. All Power Reserve, we'll talk about Power Reserve 5 if you guys want to. You can also pick up Power Reserve 5, yay. If you're picking up Power Reserve 5, I probably wouldn't go for Bug Buzz on roll, because Power Reserve 5, if you're really going for Power Reserve, you generally do want to end the battle quick. And on a roll is more for stages that, the opponents can take a few more hits, right? Than usual, or else the special defense decreases aren't as valuable, right? So maybe you do something like that instead with Power Reserve 5. And then you can still pick up Power Flux 3, right? And if you give it like a Crit Strike 2 or whatever, Power Flux 3 on Lucky Skill, you'll be doing a lot of damage on this. So that's something else to consider. Moving on to Blizzard, right? Blizzard, still come down, pick up the Blizzard nodes. All that stuff. Again, depends on if you need accuracy or not. If you need accuracy, pick that up. If you don't, then don't, I guess. Power Flux 3, which is, again, something like Powerflux 3, like the buff isn't like that great, but like for a unit like Lusamine that you will generally always have like a lot of um move gauges remaining, you'll always get like a decent buff on that, right? At max, it's pretty close to the values you get from Chris Strike 2, right? It's what 1.8 instead of 1.2, right? So it's good. It's still good. And if you're facing Ice Week, obviously super duper effective one. If not, then no, then you wouldn't do that. As for the rest, maybe just pick up their MP refresh, or if you don't need that, sync move power up or something. Oh, and if you do need the accuracy, then pick up accuracy, right? It's pretty simple. Everything works out relatively well like that. And if you again, if you're fine with power flux, or not power flux, power reserve, if you think it's worth it, if you think you could pull it off, then you could go pick up power reserve 5 there, right? So something like that for Blizzard. There's not that many options, right, for Blizzard in comparison to Bug Buzz. That's for Lunge. We'll have to go through all these. Just show so many moves, man. All the Lunge stuff and everything else is pretty standard as well. Come down, pick up the Power Flux 3 with Lunge, and then again, Power Reserve. If you want to pick that up, you can pick that up. You need to drop one of these. If not, then maybe pick up some sync move power ups, since you do have the option, and then you could finish it off. If you want this attack, you go for that. If you want defense, you go for defense, right? Or if you want, again, their MP refresh, especially for Villa or something, right? You go for that. So yeah, anyways, that's maybe for this one, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, so right now for some more Paul Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.